Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 3 good mornings on this beautiful
really good morning.
Tuesday morning. It's a great morning, Tracy. It's always a good morning here when I walk through the door and I greet you. And your day has been made. Oh my God. That's how it feels to me.
That's how it feels to you.
When I impact people's lives, such as your own, it makes me feel good. I'm helping somebody today, even if it's Tracy Ryerson.
Just out there saving lives.
Saving
Just out there saving lives.
I just spit.
Did you?
I just
I'm
literally.
glad it went that way to Ramon.
No, because you made me laugh, and it just spit out of my mouth in 2 directions.
But bro,
What's that?
your brother's the worst.
When he talks?
Yes.
Does he spit like crazy?
Try being his model.
Oh, when he's doing a demo, and you're right in front of him, I could see that.
Because he gets excited.
Yeah.
And when he gets excited.
Yeah, he just starts spitting away. He might as well just go.
What if he did?
What if he did that?
What if he did?
So ridiculous. Oh my God, that would be awful and funny.
And funny
at
all
the
at the same time.
Yeah.
See, it would be awful for me, but I would actually laugh too.
It would be so random and offensive in what if the reverse happened? What if just in the middle of while he's making the video, he's like, so when you put on the acrylic and just
cameled him
you just full camel action spit and he just got it down his freaking face.
What would he do? Because he's teaching. What do you do?
Dude.
You can't freak out.
No, he would freak out.
He would freak out.
He would totally. He doesn't care.
He doesn't, yeah.
Greg doesn't care.
We have stories about Greg.
We have so many stories of at trade shows and things going down.
Losing his crap.
Yeah.
Security being called.
We've actually, dude. Remember when we were trying to get in? We were trying to get into
IBS?
Was it IBS? I think.
I think it was Vegas. Yeah.
And they were like, "You can't come in," because I don't think it was time or.
I don't remember, but because I was at the booth.
Yeah, you were already in.
Yeah, I don't know if he didn't have his badge, and I had the badges. That's probably what it was.
Right.
And they were being, and so, I could see you guys because I could hear Greg freaking out.
Yeah, and I think Greg was like our booth had. You could see us. They had the big banner in the air, and it was
with your faces on.
With our faces on, and Greg's like, "Look, that's me.
Do you know who I am?
This is my company." And they actually had to call security over.
With a dog.
Yeah, with a dog. Yeah. I remember they wouldn't let me into, I think it was Cosmoprof, because I had a roller bag.
Oh, now that
was insane.
No, you had a right to be upset. That was,
yeah.
Well, he had a right to be upset, but he just goes to a whole different level.
I know, I love it.
But if you had a booth there and you spend, I don't think people even realize how much these booths are.
It can get up to, it depends on the size of your booth, but booth on the low end for a small, that show would cost you $20K, right?
Yeah, and that's
a small 10
booth.
by 10.
Yeah.
Right? Just a little square.
We had 1,400 square feet.
Yeah, we had basically 14 booths. So do the math. It doesn't actually multiply out to that, but it's insanely expensive, right? And at this time, we were shooting content, and so I had my camera bag, and I roll it up, and they're like, "You can't come in. You have a roller bag. We're not allowing roller bag." And I'm like, "Well, I'm actually a vendor. I'm exhibiting.
Yeah.
This is for marketing purposes." They wouldn't let me in, so they actually said, "If you're marketing, you need to go get a press badge." So I had to go and get a press badge so I could roll my camera in.
Hundreds of thousands at the show.
Yeah, it was
if you showed up before the show started, they let you through with a roller bag. And I understand why they do not want roller bags.
Of
Man,
course.
Those women are crazy. They use them as a weapon. You're just whoa.
No, it's insane. Yeah, it gets crazy.
And I think you even picked it up. You're like, I'll just pick it up. Because you could pick it up.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't let you in.
No, I was like, I can just, he's like, no, you can't come in. And I said, well, I'm not a customer. I'm not
going to a booth.
Yeah, I'm actually going to my booth anyway. It gets crazy at those shows. I think that was the last time we did Cosmoprof. So it was we're never doing this show again.
But Greg loses. I try to go through a separate line at TSA than him. Seriously. And my husband's the same way.
Really?
Here's the worst thing. Traveling with my husband is much like traveling with Greg. It is. Except I have to go
How
home
is
with
that
the man.
even? Wait, but traveling with Greg is an experience.
And
like
traveling with Stan is an experience.
Really?
It is.
Wait, so you just traveled this weekend?
Yes.
You went back home.
That's not home. I live here.
I know. I just wanted to say that. So you went. Well, were you called home for what? 15 years?
Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah.
30?
Shoot. We moved there when I was 15.
So
I was almost 16, like 2 weeks from 16. So we'll say 16.
Okay, so like 20, probably 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Because
Yeah.
you've been with us for like over 10. So yeah, 20 years. So did you have that experience when you got on the plane with your husband this weekend?
He just can't handle things.
Wait, like what? Like what? Give us an
so let's
example.
just start.
We want to know. We want to know.
Let's just start with the drive there.
Wait, who's driving?
Stan.
Okay.
And it's awful. He's a horrible, horrible driver. I love him to death, but he's a horrible driver. And then it's going to the parking spot. And he's just not used to doing this stuff. So I give him like the code and I said, scan this in the machine. And,
It's not working.
I'm like, oh, get out. I get out of the car, go around, I scan it, okay?
Oh
Then
my
it's
God.
just like getting in the shuttle. Where do we go? What are we doing? We're waiting
this.
for the
I
shuttle.
got this,
We're
honey.
going to get in the shuttle. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Get to the kiosk. Didn't print my thing. It didn't. What am I supposed to do? The passport? Just move. I got it.
I got you.
I got you.
I got you.
Well, why are you putting our credit card in? Because it's going to pull up our information. And then I get
So
pre-check.
good.
And usually, if he's flying with me, he'll get pre-check too. And I was so thankful because I'm like, here, because he carries 2 phones because he has one for work.
Oh, one for work and one for
one
personal. Sure.
And his wallet. So men, they don't carry a purse, right? But they have 27,000 things that they have.
My pockets
Yes.
are both bulked out.
Wallet,
Yes.
keys,
Yes.
2 phones, passport, all this stuff. I'm like, put all your electronics in my purse because they're not going to check it, and I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the flip side.
Sure.
Yeah, and he's just as slow as Greg is going through TSA.
But Greg hustles at the airport.
Dude,
He's always like
I'm
30
always
feet
waiting
ahead.
up. No, not.
You're talking about security.
After he gets through, you know how long
no.
it takes to get his shoes and Greg
Oh,
takes a while.
That's weird. I've never honestly
I'm
noticed
always
that.
waiting for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe because I just go.
Probably-
Because I'm like, he's gonna catch up. Because when he starts walking,
Yeah, then you
he's
take
like,
it.
he's like, you know those speed walkers you see like that's. I think it's an Olympic event where they speed walk. They're like,
he's like
that's Greg.
He's like the mom in the yoga pants.
Dude, I'm like, bro, where is this a race? Where are you going, dude? We're just.
Flight's in 2 hours, bro.
He's. I'm like, dude, chill, dude.
Oh my God! So that was that. He just doesn't understand. And then all his stuff. Well, do you have my phones? I have your phones because you gave me your phones. Well, where's my phones? I have your phones because you gave me your phones. It just this is
Back
whole
and forth.
traveling with Stan is just not good. It's not good.
You know what? You know, part of it is though, Tracy, is like, so we've traveled a lot.
Yeah.
And you are an efficient traveler. You know what I mean? And like you're super efficient when it comes to traveling.
Yeah.
Like you like boom boom, you know exactly what to do and where to go, and it's like you get in, get out, and it's like done.
Yeah.
And so that's hard. It's hard because he never travels, right? Except like vacation or a circumstance like this.
Yeah. And it's usually always with me. Very
Of course.
rare has he been on a plane without me.
Without you.
And he doesn't like to fly. He has
anxiety. That's my wife has the same thing.
So you put all that together and then put it in a 6'2" guy that weighs 200 and I don't know what he weighs now, 70 pounds. And he just looks
Jesus.
angry. So people are just
Terrified.
I'm like, could you smile? I'm a nice guy. Yes, Stanley. I
he
know.
actually is a really
but
nice guy.
You look like you're going to rip this person's. So we're sitting in the gate,
Okay.
and someone pushed the alarm door. How many times have we been at the airport?
Yeah, right.
And it just keeps going.
Keeps going.
He gets up. He's going to go find a solution to this because it's about to freak him out. And I'm like, so finally he comes back. I'm like, how'd that go? He's like, they said it was an alarm. Okay.
Did you solve it?
No. It's still, but it's just like little things he can't handle. And then just him, the whole family.
Oh my God.
I have to tell you this experience. Like, so we had his sister's funeral.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It was nice to see everybody. It was the first time, only his twin didn't come. So it was the first time their whole family had been together since their father died.
Wow.
And that was, RG was like 3 or 4.
Okay, so it was a while ago.
25 years ago. So it was very nice to see everybody. But the next day, they all decide that they're going to go to breakfast together. And I'm thinking, this is a horrible idea because the Ryersons are all alike, Yeah. And when they get hungry, they get hangry.
Forget it.
So we show up. We're like, we're going to go to Marie Callender's.
Okay.
Best bet in Reading for large. First of all, there's not many choices.
Okay.
But best bet. Because they have a whole huge section. Well, his Uncle Victor is at the door when we get there. Oh, you guys don't want to come here. I just had breakfast here. First of all, we're meeting at 9, and you went to breakfast.
I just had breakfast
I just
here.
which is a
awesome.
total Stan move.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's Stan. And he goes, there's only one waitress. It'll take forever. And there's like 25 of us, right?
Oh my God.
He said it'll take forever. But,
dude.
okay, it's the only place that really probably could seat us. And where are we going to go?
Yeah.
Nope, we're going to go to the Lumberjack. Okay, we all traipse over there. Well, they're completely packed. It's a Sunday morning, right? So someone goes in, and he starts flipping out. Because
Who starts flipping out?
My husband.
Okay, Stan. Okay.
Because he's hangry. And when he's hangry, and he's a loud man on top of it, he calls his Uncle Victor. Thanks, Victor, for the advice. We're sitting out here. We can't get in. I can't believe. Why didn't you just let... I'm like, Stan, get off the phone.
I have anxiety listening to this. This is insane.
This was my whole trip.
Oh my God,
Then we go
Tracy.
somewhere else, and I'm just like,
What?
Yeah,
You go to a third place.
We went to a third place because RJ finally. And my thing is typically like if we were traveling all together, who would typically deal with all that stuff? Me.
You.
Yeah, I would handle it. I would arrange it.
Exactly.
I would make sure everything
It'd be
was
done.
I don't do that with the Ryersons.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it. I ain't getting involved.
No, you gotta step aside.
It's not happening because I know y'all.
Yes.
Love you. Hate you at the same time. I'm just, when it comes to that stuff, I'm not dealing with, because they're all aggressive.
Yes. Yes. Were they making fun of me walking? They can't. Greg. Yes, bro. We're making fun of you walking at the airport.
Let's do it.
Like, bro. It's like, where are you going, dude? Where are you going?
Do the gate. Do the gate.
I'm gonna go and
I'm like, I'm going to the bar.
I'm gonna hurry up and wait, bro. Got it. Got it.
Cool. That flight might be 2 hours early.
Doesn't matter. I'm first. If you're not first, you're last. Sorry, I had to throw that in. So continue. Did you get to the? Did you guys finally eat?
So RJ took over. Thank you, RJ.
Good job,
Yeah.
RJ.
Makes 15 minutes. But here's the thing. After all,
Greg like laughing in the other room. He's like cracking up.
so after all that, we could have just stayed at Marie Callender's and probably got waited.
Oh, you would have
and-
eaten.
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
would have had coffee and all.
Right.
And then we get at the restaurant, and see the lady gives Stan's coffee to someone else.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then he keeps asking, well, that's fine. Can I just have coffee? He's trying to control himself
Yeah.
because at that point I was like, you need to knock your shit off. Like, knock it off. And it took him like a half an hour to get a cup of coffee.
Oh my God.
It's just so,
Did you have coffee?
No, I had mimosas.
Oh yeah. Very smart.
I was like,
move.
everybody's all coffee, orange juice, mimosa.
Keep them
Keep
coming.
Yeah, it was quite the experience. It was I enjoyed seeing my son. I enjoyed seeing the family.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
Good family,
Of
but
course.
never again.
Yeah, that's like large family gatherings cause me just so much anxiety.
Yep.
I just don't. If I can avoid them at all costs, I do. And in like large family gatherings heading into a restaurant of like 25 people to sit down and eat is that in itself. I'm like I'm
Just stupid.
No, I
I'm
literally,
spitting.
I'll go to it on the way there, go through a drive-through, let me wolf down some food, and then that way when we get to the restaurant, I can just sit and just watch.
See, that's
the
where I made a
insanity.
mistake. And
Yeah.
Sabrina, she comes up to me. That's Jean's wife.
Okay.
Stan's oldest brother. And she's like, Tracy, don't you have some bars in your purse? I'm like, no. She's like, you don't carry bars? I carry bars for Jean. I'm thinking, why don't you give me one? She's like, yeah, I carry because he gets so hangry. I'm like, yeah, he's a grown man.
Man.
Like, if he can't, this is his family. He ain't dealing with my family.
Right.
He's dealing with his family.
Right.
So finally, I just shut down, and Stan knows when I shut down.
You're done.
I'm done.
You're done.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like silence.
No, then it was like,
mimosa?
well, I was nice to everybody. I was talking to everybody, but like after that, we got in the car.
I'm
just done.
Yeah.
Over it.
Was this yesterday?
This was Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
Yeah. Yesterday we were there. We got to have lunch with RJ. Yesterday was a nice day. We chilled and went to the river and walked around and
nice.
Got lunch with my son and his wife. So
it was mellow.
I can't go back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's insane. And
did I give everybody anxiety?
Dude, I can't handle it. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. I'm gonna leave.
It was the perfect ending to last week. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny. Last week was so crazy here at work. It was complete madness, and then for you to end your week like that is so beautiful. I have to say, it gave me anxiety, but at the same time, Tracy, it brings me pleasure. I have to admit,
my pain.
Your pain
sustains
me. Yes. Just want to say hello to everybody.
Sorry.
In the chat. Mint Addict, when my sister and I traveled to France together, my sister was sort of like Stan, where she freaked out at the airports. Dude, it's if you don't travel often, you know what I mean? Airports can be like, because it is overwhelming. There's so much going on. And so if you don't travel, it's going to happen.
And you have an anxiety about flying. Yeah.
My God.
It's just bad. But, I have one more. He lost his phone. He's lost his phone.
Wait, work phone or personal phone?
Personal phone.
Okay. In Reading?
This time I'm talking about. Yeah, in Reading. And he's all, hey, because I drove. Can you grab my work phone? And it's under the seat. I reach down and I grab it and I give it to him. Then we get to the hotel and he's like, oh, I can't find my phone.
His personal phone.
And he's looking all over. I should have looked myself because I know men. I know this. I just know this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I looked well. It's not in your purse. It's not in my purse. Next morning, he's, I'm going to go over to RJ's and check it out because he did some work over there for RJ, did some drywall. And I'm going to go look and this whole process. And he finally comes back, can't find the phone. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go look the car. I go like this under the driver's seat.
No.
And just this morning. Have you seen my work phone? I'm like,
I'm going to kill you.
I said,
is what you were going
it's
through.
probably in my purse because you put everything in my purse. No, I looked in your purse. I can't find it.
Here's your You're like, I'm leaving now.
I'm leaving. I'm not coming back.
To work. Do not talk to me.
I'm going to go tell everybody about you.
Put the lotion in the basket. Like literally, you're like walking out like a demon. You're like,
I did the ring thing on the ground. I'm like, Harold.
No wonder. I was wondering, like, I walked in this morning. I'm like, good morning, Trey. She's like, I'm like, what the hell?
I climbed out of a TV.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why is your hair covering your face? Why do you have like a white cloak on? Very interesting. Yeah. Designed by Cease from YouTube. DZ Zenitram 23. I have a question. Okay, we're gonna get to the nail question. Sorry, we just love we're gonna come on here. We're gonna share with you what is going on.
This is
chat.
our life.
So, if you're gonna join us on Twitch, you got to be ready for the action. That's my ready for. We should do that, Ramon. That's a ready for the action little like graphic for the action, like fist, shake. Can you create that? Yeah. Okay, it's coming. Trace, you like it? She loves it. Okay, perfect. I have a question. My wife broke the acrylic nail and half her real nail. She insists on putting on an acrylic nail. I said no to let it grow. Should I do it? FY, she has very fragile, thin nails. So I guess she broke her nail and it literally took off half her nail plate. So it's like, do you wait for it to grow a little bit before you put it back on? Or can you build like a little tiny one on what's there? Is that possible?
Well, if it's raw, I don't I would leave it if it's raw. Like if it's open wound,
call.
leave
Yeah.
it. If it's just, it's healed and the nail's still not there, then putting a short little, keep it short.
Yeah.
You can extend it a little bit to help kind of protect it is okay. We don't recommend really getting a lot of product on the skin, but it's kind of similar what we do to nail biters. It's the one and done. One time you might get a little bit on the skin, but we don't do it again. So open wound, I don't recommend it. If it's healed, and she wants to put a little one on to protect her nail, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay. All right. So obviously you have to do a little observation and just make sure, like Tracy says, open. I think that's a good direction. If it's an open wound, you should probably leave it alone.
Yeah.
Until it heals.
Yeah.
Wave. Okay, that's my ending to that one. I'm gonna have a little ending to every sort of closing conversation. Any questions that come in the chat, guys, I'll do a little ending. There's another one. You know what I'm saying? Simple little tricks and endings that I'm going to do here on Twitch.
Where's
for you.
Ramon Cam? Because he's dying.
He's dying. He
today.
likes it. He likes it. Created by Cooper has a question. I have a question about press-on nails. I pre-decorate them.
Okay.
Should they be hard like acrylic or a bit flexible?
Typically, a full cover tip's a little flexible, which is kind of nice because it bends and gives a little, but it's still pretty hard.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be hard as acrylic. No.
Okay. Does that help? Does that help? It answers for me. It answers the question. I'm just wondering if it helps. Help.
The way he said it.
That's the ending to that question.
Bad musical all the time.
I told you ending. You know what's funny? If you go back on Saturday, we did a vlog rewind on Saturday of from 2018, 3 years ago.
Oh,
Tracy,
I missed it.
I'm singing. I'm like, Jesus, I really do sing a lot.
You
in there
all the time. It's like the Broadway show Chicago, but instead it's titled Reading.
Here's a question I can actually answer. Tank Jackson, I have a question. Why is Tracy so fly? It's because of me, Tank Jackson. Okay? There's the answer to that question. Next. Tracy, come on. Come on, Bobby Head. Come on, a little bit. Just a little bit. Tracy.
I was just seeing how long you would go.
I was going to keep going. What if we did
That's
the
one
rest?
thing I love about Habib. Even if it's not funny, he will go until it's funny. He'll just keep doing it and keep doing it. And I like to see how long you'll go.
How dare you say, even if it's not funny?
It's true.
Everything.
He'll make a corny dad joke or something like that. I don't know.
Which is funny. Maybe
and
it's
then
not
he
funny
just
to you.
keeps saying it
Wait.
until I have to laugh.
Hold on a second. Did
We
you
have
guys
that.
not see what I sent you this morning?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna play. Can I play
I've
this?
been working.
Hold on. Wait. Okay. Can I show this, Ramon, on the cam? Okay, guys. Tell me. I literally cannot stop laughing at this. I'm gonna show it a few times. I saw this and I sent this to Greg and Tracy. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Hold on. You ready? Can we? Okay, here we go. So let me put it here.
Why'd you do it? Why did you do it? Why did you do it?
I've seen that.
This is just killing me. This is so ridiculous.
It's all he's asking him why he crossed the road.
Why'd you? But the way he asks is so
TMZ.
It's exactly why? Why did you do it? I dying to know why you did. I sent this to my wife and she just sent me back, really? Question mark. That is the dumbest thing. I'm like, no, I was. This morning, I watched it 8 times. I was laughing hysterically with this. I don't know, and this is kind of random, but I think it is the funniest thing ever. Ask the agent, why did you do it?
I think it's hilarious.
He wants to know, why did you cross the damn road?
Ramon, did you think that one I sent you on TikTok was funny?
Okay, she said... Okay, yeah. Created by Cooper's got it. She said, I see put some acrylic on them. Yes, that helps. Okay, cool. Seems like they pop off with acrylic over the top. The full cover.
Does she have nail? Is there nail there? Oh, are we talking about the full cover? Which one are we talking about?
I think it's the full cover. This is from Created by Cooper, so I think it is.
Okay. How are you prepping, and what glue are you using?
There you go. That's what Tracy wants to know.
The fly thing. Can we go back to that?
Yes. Like how
So
fly
I got
am?
to be the cool aunt while I was there. So I have actually, I'm her great aunt.
You're a great aunt?
Yeah.
You're a great aunt.
It's ready.
You're not really great. Okay. Anyways, continue.
I think I'm actually a great aunt in the Ryerson family.
Interesting.
Yep. So
That only means you're old. I'm just going to say it.
she's, I don't know how old she's. I would say she's like 11, 12. Anyway, she wants to be a WNBA player.
Amazing.
And I got to show her who I interviewed. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
freaked out, and I was the cool aunt.
Does she know Arrow Powers?
She did.
Arrow Powers is pretty badass. So she tripped out.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was the cool aunt.
Yeah. Cool, great aunt. Let's get it right.
Cool, great, cool aunt. Cool, great. I was just awesome.
I don't know what that was.
I just put coffee all on my face.
Did you? Awesome. Okay. Kenny's mom, T, I have a question too. One of my clients' nails keep popping off. I tried acrylic and hard gel, but it pops off after 1 to 2 weeks. Can't purchase YN products in Germany, but maybe you got some advice for me. Really quick before Tracy gets to this. You actually can purchase YN products in Germany. You just got to go to Young Nails UK. So, and they ship to Germany. So anything you need in Germany, and I think it's like 2 days.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah,
it's really
like
quick.
insanely fast, and
I mean, that's here in the
It is.
States. Like some places take longer than that.
oh my god, if you're in
Coast?
East Coast, it's like it could be 4 to 5 days. So, but I know shipping out of UK, he covers most of Europe. Of where we don't have distributors, which we don't have in Germany. You can order from Distinctive Nails, which is Young Nails UK. Tracy,
They're amazing.
now it's to you. Yeah, they are amazing.
I don't remember what we're talking
Oh,
about.
the question is,
Sorry.
one of my clients' nails keep popping off. I tried acrylic and hard gel, but it pops up after 1 to 2 weeks. Can't purchase wine products in Germany, but maybe you got some. So real quick before Tracy starts, you actually can't. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so after you purchase from us, since it's one nail, it's very interesting. So is it like, I would imagine it's like a pointer finger or a ring finger, because typically we do more things with that. Or it could be she's typing a lot, she's using that finger a lot, or that's where she holds her pen, which is common. So because we hold our pens like this and we're putting pressure.
Can you show?
Sorry.
You're showing me, which it's good.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Oh.
Camera working
More you
around?
know.
The more you know. There we
Okay.
go.
So when we were writing, we put a lot of pressure on this, and that's where I would see lifting. If I was going to get lifting or popping on a client, it's typically this finger, the ring finger on whatever dominant hand they have, because they're always putting pressure there.
Who in the hell is holding a? I'm sorry. Can I? Who in God's name? Give me that for 1 second, please. Thank you, Ramon. Can I see that real quick, Tracy? Can I see that brush? Thank you. Okay, Ramon, can you put the camera over here, please? I don't know who's holding
I don't hold it like that.
their pens like this, which is what you're saying, and it pops off. I don't know who's doing that,
Dude,
Trace.
that's not how I said it. Was what?
This-
Whoa.
This is how you hold a pen.
Nope.
So maybe the middle finger might be popping off. Maybe
Well, whatever finger they put pressure on.
What is this? What kind of Spider-Man like claw grip G.I. Joe are you doing, Tracy? No. Don't make those sound effects either. Does anybody hold a pen like that? When you do acrylic, is that how you hold the brush?
Yes.
No, it's not. I've never seen you. Thank you. No, but you have. That's different. Is that how you hold it?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Ew. Grody to the max. Ugh.
Anyway, it could be that. But Protein Bond will be a lifesaver when you can actually
Yeah.
order.
Are you using Protein Bond? Is the question. Let us know. All right. Let's see. I probably over prep. Okay, it's the prep. Yeah, I swear to God, I don't know. Let me just say this: like the number of questions that come through that can be solved by prep, like thorough prep, is insane. And I don't like It's usually it's the first place that like Greg and Tracy go to is like, how are you actually prepping the nails? You know,
Yeah.
and where so many problems can occur from that. So that could be it. Let's see here. Designed by Cease from YouTube, Selena Hansen. Can you do acrylics over soft gel overlay? I have the Apress gel soak off on my natural nails, and I have naturally thin flat nails with deep side walls. Can you, Trace?
Okay. I would say yes and no. Yes, you can. You could go ahead and start filling, but here's the problem. Your strength is coming from below the tip versus on top of the tip. So I would go ahead and thin it down as much as possible, and then go ahead and start filling and trying to add some strength with the acrylic. You might run into some problems. You might have a few pop off here and there. But yes, technically you could start doing that. It's just kind of going to be a little challenge where the strength is coming from.
Cool. As May 1985, Habib, isn't it better to order from the Netherlands? You can. If so, I would check both. But I know that our UK distributor has typically their inventory is pretty solid. You have to check with Netherlands, but as far as shipping, and if you're asking in terms of shipping, I don't think there's going to be a huge difference. I know Netherlands is right next door, but the service that they have in the UK, if I'm not mistaken, it's a German shipping service who is incredibly efficient, and they ship 1 to 2 days throughout a lot of Europe, through France and obviously through the UK. I think it's next day, and then I think to Germany it's even 2 days. So give Distinctive Nails a call. You can try both and see, but it's a phone call, and you can order products all day long. So
either way, you're going to get products.
Either way, you're going to get product, which is good.
Either.
Either.
How do you say it, Ramon?
Neither.
Which one is it?
I don't know, actually. I just say...
I hear people say either. It just sounds weird to me.
either.
I know
I
it's
say either.
right, but
You know what? Sometimes I say either. Sometimes I say either. But then
potato.
sometimes it's neither.
Oh, Lord. Okay, moving on.
Don't look. Don't look. This is interesting. XX Marvel YX, how to deal with rude clients. Rude clients. If I walked into your door, Tracy, and I was like,
Get out.
I want.
Don't even
I
need
didn't
you to
even
find
say
out
anything.
if you're rude yet.
You're like, get the hell out of here. We've actually done a podcast on this. This is a really interesting topic, how to deal. And I think any business should have a way of engaging and dealing with rude clients. But for the nail, how did you deal with it, Trace?
Well, I guess it depends on your situation. If you have control of your business or if you don't have control of your business,
What do you mean by that?
are you an employee?
Oh, okay. So let's go through both situations. If you're an employee and it's commission or hourly, whatever that situation is, and there's an owner.
I would firmly let the person know that you don't appreciate that. So, it's like, hey, I'm going to make sure your nails are nice, that you like your nails, but I really need you to watch how you talk to me because it's offensive.
Yeah.
And then if it continues, which probably is going to upset the person if they are just a rude person in general, because sometimes people come off rude and they're just having a bad day and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. They kind of check themselves. But most of the time, if they're being rude, they're just rude people. Then I just get up and go get the owner. And hopefully you have an owner that will have your back.
Yeah, that will take care of the sitch.
I don't, as an owner or here, I don't tolerate people being rude to anybody. It's just not cool. And usually an owner can diffuse it really quick and check the person, and all of a sudden they're nice, or they can tell them to get the heck out.
Yeah, we've had that situation here with I always want to get the full story first. So it's like, okay, what happened? Was the employee being rude first and then the customer reacted?
Which can happen.
Which it does happen.
Yeah.
And so was it a snowball effect and then it just turned into this big pile of caca?
Yeah.
In that case, obviously, I want to try to calm down the customer, but I think what you're talking about is a consistently rude person.
They just are rude.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm going off. Is facts are they're rude.
Yeah.
And then if you own your own business, there is nothing wrong with just telling them to leave. because typically if I have a rude customer, I'm going to have a conversation with them prior, like trying to correct the behavior. I always say it's the dear John. It's not me, it's you. And I will have a conversation, and two things are going to happen. One, they're going to correct their behavior and you're going to be happy. Or two, they're going to leave, not come back to you, and you're going to be happy. So I always say when you get to the point that you would pay that client not to come to you, it's time to move on.
Go, man.
It's time to move on.
Yeah.
If they're ruining your whole day because you see them on your books. But that's why I really like playing things out and, and having an idea of scenarios.
Yeah.
Of this is what I say when a client shows up late. Right?
Yeah.
This is when they show up late multiple times. This is what I would say. And that way you're not working off emotion at the time.
I think a lot of people's issue though is like you need to have all that. I think that's really good, but I think the biggest issue that people have is just engaging in that confrontation. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Well, and here's the thing. They don't want to have the confrontation, but you have it every time the person comes in. You are stressed every time.
Well,
so,
you're holding it, you're taking it,
Yeah.
and you're internalizing it, and the other person doesn't even know. They're just like, oh, cool, I can run over you and be rude, and then you're miserable.
Yeah.
So I just had this conversation with a friend actually recently where this person, their biggest issue was like not vocalizing their opinion in situations, right? So like they get into conversation, whether it's strangers or close friends, they get into a conversation and the other person would say things that they don't agree with. And not like you need to be like, your opinion sucks and like
I disagree.
You're an idiot. I mean, you know what I mean? But she would just be like, and disagree and then internalize it and just be like angry. And finally, is really interesting to see this. Like, she's like, you know what? I'm not going to take it. And so if you say something, I'm going to say my opinion, but kindly, in a kind way, of course, not in a rude, a-hole way, but say what you need to say to sort of protect yourself so you're not holding on to it. And then what she found was this person stopped like saying hello to her when she would see her. And it was like, well, you found out.
Yeah.
Like you found out.
That's the interesting part, right? If you're a person that kind of just lets things slide and kind of lets it go, when you do kind of step up, that happens a lot.
Big time.
All of a sudden people are like, well, she's being mean. She's this. No, I'm just actually standing up for myself or correcting an issue. That's interesting. Again,
very interesting.
One or two things. She's probably happier without her.
Yeah.
Either the friend was going to correct behavior or not.
And that's the thing, like there's so much conversation and talk about being like your authentic self, right?
What does that even mean?
Well, it's hard to do. I mean, I don't like to use that word because I think it's like what it instantly triggered you. I could see like authentic self.
Because you hear it so much.
You do. And it's an overused
and
phrase. And
usually it's someone that's not being their authentic self that's saying it.
But I think most people are not their true selves.
It's true.
Most people walk around, and I'll be honest with you, I work on it. I work on trying to be more transparent, trying to be not hold on to things. Like if somebody says something, I don't always engage and say, well, I don't agree with your opinion. No, I'm still not going to do it like that. But it's a tough thing to just. I'll tell you. The last 4 years, I've found out who I am and didn't care about what people thought. We talked about this last week on the podcast or on the, I think it was here on Twitch where,
I
thought it was here on Twitch.
One of those things where Habib's talking.
Where I'm talking a lot. But, I used to feel bad about myself because I like to work so much. And I was not being sort of true to me, and I cared too much about like what people thought. And I actually thought there was something wrong with me. Like, oh my God, there is something wrong with me. I like to work. I like to spend time on things that I love and look deep into them and go down the rabbit hole. And you know what I mean? Like I love that whole process. but I couldn't accept it because it wasn't normal. And so all my friends and even like relatives would be like, "Oh, dude, you're gonna die of a heart attack. You're stressed out too much," and all
Like
A, B,
you're
C, D.
stressing me out because you're judging me.
Totally.
And
But
yeah.
that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to, you've got to try to find whatever that is for you.
What makes you happy?
Yeah, what makes you happy, and it's okay to talk about that. Or on a smaller level, if you're having a conversation, why not have, to be able to engage with somebody with differing opinions, in a kind way. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it's hard to do. Number one. Number two, Tracy's hungry because I just hurt her stomach. And number three, in business, oh my gosh, business will, no matter what business you're in, it will literally force you to be transparent or your business will not survive. You have to communicate.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think what happens sometimes, though, is the way the authentic self bugs me. I mean, I believe in it, but some of the people that say that, they use it as a way of being just an a-hole.
Oh, yeah, I see that. I understand what you're saying.
Well, this is just who I am.
who I am.
Just who I am.
That's
Like,
why I said
well,
kind.
Yeah.
Like, in a kind
But
way.
do you find,
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I've heard that before. Well, that's just who they are. I'm like, well, I don't like it, and that's who I am.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I think at that point, so if somebody uses that, as a tool to like be a jerk and like, this is just who I am, accept me, well, then I don't like it. So here's the moment of truth of like, I'm not going to hang out with you anymore.
Yeah.
And I believe in like, you can have a conversation with somebody. You can disagree on a point in a nice, kind, respectful manner. Like, I think respect is the biggest part. It's like disagree. And then to understand, like, we're never going to agree on this. That's okay. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's the thing, and sometimes you have to be a jerk back. Honestly, that's the one thing RJ picked me and Stan up from Reading, and Stan wanted to go see the old house that we built. Wanted to go see this, go and see that, and I'm just in the back seat, like, on the verge of an anxiety attack. And RJ sent me the meme of the dog sitting in the house with it's on fire, and it's all, I'm fine, it's fine.
That's
He's all, this is mom riding around Reading. I have a lot of bad memories of Reading.
Yeah.
We had a lot of hard times.
Yeah.
And the one thing I tell Stan is people are very lucky that I was not who I am now. And not that I would be a witch to them. I just would not have allowed people to say
Right.
the things they said
Right.
to me
Totally.
back then. And I just, but
Isn't
all
that a
that
beautiful
comes
thing?
up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, my God, it's 10 years later. Why?
Yeah.
And I just, I'm fine. It's fine.
It's like just blazing all around
Totally.
you.
It's just,
How awesome is that though, Tracy, that you recognize that though? You're like, I'm not the same person. And so if I was that same person back then, it would have been different. But things play out the way they play out.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Like it turned out the way that it did, and like you changed because of it.
Right.
Obviously you did. I think that's what going through really rough, hard, difficult times, I think it does. It can either break you or it can really make you into a stronger,
grow.
Exactly, individual. And that's in a business setting, like especially I know we started with dealing with difficult clients and this went off on like 8 directions, but I really think the key component is you stepping up and forcing yourself to have a conversation with that client.
That's going to be awkward.
That's going to be very awkward. So that takes courage, right? It takes courage. It does. I'm afraid to do this. I don't want to do this. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway. That takes courage to take that step. And it's not easy to do, man. It's really, really hard. But in your business, that's the thing that I love about business is that it doesn't care if you don't do the things that you have to do in a business, regardless of your feelings, it's not going to work out. And even if you don't want to do it because you feel shy, or you got to change and you got to step up and communicate and grow.
I like that. I
You
like
know what
that
I'm
a lot.
saying?
Yeah, no, totally. And you know what helps sometimes is play it out with a coworker or
Yeah.
a friend. You know,
Role play.
You know, your tone, the way you're coming
Yes,
across,
yes.
and that way, if you've practiced it enough, it almost takes that fight or flight feeling out of it.
Totally. Actually, Tracy, can we do a little role play? Like, I want you to be the nasty client.
Yay!
And I really think like what you just said right now is so important. Like tone and how you manage the conversation, you know? So like just be a pissed off client. Let's say you call the company and an order went wrong and you're like super like this is literally what I would do. Okay. So ring. Hold on, the phone's ringing. I haven't answered it yet.
Okay, I'm getting pissed just waiting for the phone.
I know. Ring. Oh, I'm gonna get drink real quick. Okay, just kidding. Okay, Young Nails, can I help you?
Finally,
Oh, I'm sorry. How can I help you?
you know, I ordered last night, and I haven't received my package yet.
Okay, let me.
You're not listening.
Okay, please continue.
And the last time that I ordered from you, it took 3 whole days.
Okay.
Now, I'm on the East Coast, but it took 3 days. And there was a little powder that seeped out. I really am just sick of your crap. And I just really think that you guys need to be doing better.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you for calling because if you have an issue, I want to make sure that I take care of it. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, what's your name?
Tracy.
Tracy, let me get your account number. Can you give me your account name?
Oh my God. Seriously, you need me to give you.
You know what? I found it. Tracy is a witch at gmail.com. Got it. Okay, got your email. No problem. Let me see here. Okay, cool. Okay, so here's what I want to tell you. Okay, so first of all, I love what you ordered. Great choice in products. Number two, you just placed your order last night. So we have our system set up to where most orders are going to go out in the same day. So right now it's 2 p.m. There's still a chance that it will go out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back there and try to find your order, and I'm going to see if I can push it out myself for you. Okay, so I'm going to do that first of all. Second of all, you said your last order came in 3 days late. On the East Coast, we only have one shipping location. Sometimes it can take even 5 to 7. I know you don't want to hear that, but it can take that long. But here's the deal, though. We're getting better and more efficient every single day. Unfortunately, UPS, we don't have any control over them, but still, what I can tell you is we're investing in our company to make it more efficient, and we're going to get your orders out in the same day. That is a huge thing for me. Now, you said a powder seeped out and leaked. Which powder was that?
It was, I don't even remember. I think it was Cover Pink.
Okay. Can I give you my email? Can you let me know? And I will take care of you on that powder. Whatever leaked, I don't want you to deal with it. Actually, you can have that powder. I'm going to send you a brand new one. How does that sound?
You know what? That's not necessary. It was just a little bit. It's fine. I just really love your guys' product, and I just I appreciate you just taking care of.
Okay, I'm
my
not sending
order.
you anything. Thanks.
Cool.
Click. Just.
But that's actually how it goes.
It does.
If people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know what? It's not a big deal. I really love your product." You know.
Yes.
But it's just the way you deal with it, because you could have
It
came
is.
back of like, "Hey, whoa,
Yeah. Dude, and some people do
you're
that.
not listening to me."
Yeah. My first step in communicating is always that. Now, if Tracy's a rude client consistently, okay, this is fun. If Tracy's a rude client consistently, the way that I would approach is like if she sat in my chair, I would be like, "Hey, before we start today's service, just want to have a quick conversation with you, Trace. You've been a client of mine, but this is like, I always want to make sure I'm taking care of you. I always want to make sure that my services are solid. Like, I want to stay professional. As you can see, like, your nails are always good. I just feel like sometimes there's a miscommunication with you and I. Like, I feel like sometimes, you're not happy with the service. And so you'll talk to me in kind of an aggressive tone. And I don't know if that's the case for you, or maybe you're having a bad day, but I want to bring it to light because I want you to come here and have a good experience. So if there's something on your mind or something that I've done, please communicate it so that I can fix it, because I don't want you to come in here and have a bad experience. That's kind of how I would start it the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And here's the interesting thing is, because I've had those conversations, and don't be surprised if they're not pissed at the moment.
Yeah.
And like, don't even talk to you through the appointment. Because I've had that. And then at the end, they're like, you know what?
Yeah.
And then they keep coming to you,
Yeah.
and it changes the behavior, or it doesn't,
It does.
and then you don't do them.
And then if it doesn't, in the end, you that's a tough conversation of like, look, unfortunately I can't. A phone call, I can no longer have you as a client. And they might freak out on you. Like, they might lose their marbles temporarily. You can't get rid of me, whatever. It's click. I mean, I probably wouldn't
I'm
hang
going
on
to tell
them,
my
but-
friends. I've had people
Yeah.
where I was doing most of their friends, and when they called their friend, because I canceled her as a client because she kept on showing up late, they called her and said, if Tracy got rid of you, there's a reason, and we're still going to her.
Yeah, exactly. Created by Cooper. Wait. Does that mean you're slacking on my order?
No.
I'm on the West Coast and it took 4 days. I want to complain. Please, people, do that for real. If you should not take 4 days.
Well,
if you're on the
total?
West Coast.
It depends what day you ordered.
Yeah,
And then because some locations in West Coast take two to 3 days.
yeah. So if you ordered on a Friday, it's gonna wait until Monday. So, and then it ships. It could take a couple days, possibly, depending on where you're on the West Coast. So it's like, because we ship Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
We don't ship on Saturdays. So any orders over the weekend have to wait till Monday before they get shipped. I hope that helps. Hope no powder spilled either. Did powder spill? Hope it didn't spill. If it did, Tracy will take care of it for you.
Take care of it.
We'll take care of you regardless. Kira Peace. I was a receptionist at a nail salon before this, so I've definitely seen some things. I can only imagine what you saw.
And I would imagine the receptionist just gets it extra hard.
Oh my gosh! Like even Stella here sometimes, because she's
so
our front.
sweet.
She's the sweetest human
person.
being. She's our receptionist, and she is the sweetest person in the
What
world.
is he dying of?
I don't know. What are
She
you
is,
dying of?
but yeah, people call and hang up on her.
Aesthetically, I need my order 1 hour after I ordered at 11:40 p.m.
I'm not joking because I get a
That
lot
happens.
of emails. It happens. I ordered last night. Where's my order? It's like it literally because I look it up.
Yeah.
And you can see exactly when it dropped in our
when
system.
they dropped in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You ordered Friday at 11 p.m.
You know what? I think people might think that, maybe it doesn't show that. I don't know. And
I don't know. I think sometimes they don't get the email because it goes to clutter or something, so they think something happened. But yeah, it happens.
Created by Cooper. No, I'm not complaining. No issues with my orders. Okay, I should have thrown in an emoji. Okay, I just want to make sure. Like, that's huge because if there is, we really want to take care of you. And that's, I think, like, that is, honestly, that little simple thing of, like, we actually care. Seriously, like, we actually care. From the top down, all the way through our organization, we actually care. I think that's a huge difference. Ramona continues to laugh.
What is he dying about?
Cooper was kidding. Habib, wanted a role play. That voice was great. Dude, the lotion in the basket voice, maybe we can bring that as a new sub thing
my
or a
gosh.
follower or something.
The new follower. Could you imagine if they heard that the minute they just followed us?
You're now a follower with lotion in the basket. Like, don't even make sense. Like, following baskets and
They'd be
lotion.
like, what? I would unfollow and refollow just to be like, what
Just
did
keep
he
doing
say?
it. Basket. No, what if it was just basket lotion in the basket? Give me a nice dog. Like, what if we just did that? People would be like, what in the hell did I just follow?
Sign up for.
And then
I'm intrigued.
And then Ramon, can you have the guy, like the dude, come out and just be like, do a little dance?
But
You
with
know what I mean?
with
like,
Habib's face.
with my face, holding a basket and lotion like this. Should we do that? Tank Jackson, my build gel leaked. I never opened it, but I keep my place warm. Is it my fault? No, I don't think so.
It leaked after.
My build, I can't.
Build
Duck.
pink.
My build gel
Gel.
leaked. I'd never opened it, but I keep my place warm. No,
Unless it's laying on its side, maybe.
Oh, if the lid is not tight, if it's on its side, I don't imagine you're keeping it outside or upside down. Obviously, I'm assuming you're closing the lid
Some
tight.
people do. I'm not saying they are, but some people do keep it upside down because they can. But no, our lids have what it is on top. I've done that with
Yeah.
product because I don't know what the product is.
Uh-huh.
And the name was on the.
That would have been awesome.
The name's on the bottom.
Okay.
But,
I see
but
that.
ours is on top, so that's probably not the case.
Yeah. Let us know what the sitch is there.
Yeah. Call us.
Hell no, that was sarcasm. Oh, it puts the lotion on the skin, dude. Put the lotion. Make it roll across the screen. No. Okay. Ayla, great question. No sub button and emojis yet. We are working on that. Here's what we're doing. For subbing, we're gonna have custom emojis. We're also gonna have probably like special chat privileges. We're going to do some custom chats. We're also going to do potential giveaways that you can enter in monthly only if you are subbing to the channel. We're creating, I want to have it like really solid and tight before we launch it. Right now it's just following, but once we get to it, we're going to release it and have that opportunity to get you guys as part of a subscriber, on the channel. So I want to make it like really cool. And then also part of your subscription, we want to do it so that it goes to like, an actual, some type of charity where we donate monthly.
That's cool.
Something really, really good. And then maybe part of it too can go to where we collect what X amount of dollars, and that goes to like one insane giveaway a month. Something like that here on Twitch. I want to do some really cool stuff specifically for the Twitch community, for you guys. And I'm learning more and more about Twitch. I'm spending most of my time now on Twitch. It's
Hold it for research, or are you playing Fortnite?
I'm not playing Fortnite on
Watching.
Twitch. I'm watching Fortnite on Twitch. But I'm learning about the different badges, subbing, emotes. Like I'm diving in, but God, I have a sickness, man. I've said this a lot, but it's deepening. Like it's deepening.
I found a new show.
On?
So RJ's like, Mom, you haven't seen the show. I'm like, no. It's called Mythic Quest.
Mythic Quest. It sounds familiar.
And it's the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh God. Already sounds good.
But they have streaming. It's all the gaming world.
Is it on Twitch?
I think it's Apple.
It's on Apple. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to check it out.
Hilarious.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hilarious. But I think you'll appreciate it because it's all gaming.
I am really getting into this like Twitch world and gaming world right now, like very deep. And I'm starting to scare myself, but not really, because to me, this is like super fascinating. I was just holding a burp, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I was like trying to like prevent it from coming up. I don't know, what do you call that? Balancing? No, holding. It's like an air bubble that you're keeping down. This is getting weird.
It's a reverse burp.
It's a reverse burp, yeah. Like my dog does a reverse sneeze. He goes,
Oh, I found out how to fix that.
how do you fix it?
So a vet on TikTok says, like, if they're doing it, because sometimes it gets really bad with our dogs.
Yeah, same
He
with
says
ours.
you hold their nose and you plug one nostril.
And does it actually work?
It works.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You tried it?
I'll send you the thing.
Should we try it on Greg?
Can we?
I'll tackle him, hog tie him, and
Can
then
we forget the one nostril?
yeah, just do both nostrils and take them out. Designed by Cease from YouTube. Grungy Grung, cool name by the way.
Yeah.
New client has a lifted thumbnail after 12 days, 120 days.
I would be like, yeah, and
I thought it said 120 days.
it's going good.
After 12 years, she's got a lifted nail. Oh my God, I'm getting addicted to that voice. By the way, she's now, Ramon likes it. She's now saying nails may no longer be for her as she now has 2 small kids. Any suggestions of how I can do better. I'm trying to find how she's making that connection of, I think nails
it's a thumb.
nails are for you regardless.
Thumbs don't count, first of all.
Yeah.
If it's just a thumb, she's probably prying or using it as a tool. Maybe trying to prep that a little extra. If she's acrylics and now she has kids, she's probably in a lot of water and chemicals. Maybe switch her out to gel.
Oh.
But, there's this thing, Habib, that everybody thinks that their nails need to last, that should last 2 to 4 weeks. Now anymore, it's like 3 to 6 weeks. And, clients think that's... I had clients that had to come in once a week.
Really?
Yeah, because their nails grew so fast.
So this is going back. So this is good. This is going back again to like what you say. You knew it's not your nails because you weren't having this problem across all your clients. Yeah. It was like certain clients. My nails grow insanely fast.
Yep.
So same
situation.
Yeah.
Some people's nails grow really fast and they need to come in sooner than, I'm not going to, do a fill every week for free on them because then they're just always getting their nails for free. It's like, I can't control how fast your nails grow. So you're going to get off balance a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So we need you to come in once a week. And it's the same amount of work as someone that's coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would say grungy grung, like, are you having problems with a lot of your clients or is it just this one client? You know what I'm saying?
Just her thumb.
Just her thumb? Is it a funky thumb?
You know what? Try. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Is it
a funky thumb?
Maybe, if it's really super short, maybe the nails are a little too long.
Right.
Try gel on just the thumb. See how it works.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I can try transitioning to gel. Thank you, Grungy Grung said. So that's worth trying. Yeah. Right?
Definitely.
In the end, I think that's worth trying.
That's the brilliant thing of having different options.
Yes. Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, men, women, chat. Thank you for hanging out with us today. I know I threw a little curveball because we did it on Tuesday instead of Monday, and I know this is not ideal. Like I want to keep the same schedule, but yesterday morning I was informed. My wife was like, "Oh, I have my second vaccine shot."
Oh.
She's like, I was like, "Go get it. It's fine. We'll pause it until today." So
I just figured you didn't want to do it with Greg.
No, I was excited to actually do it with Greg.
Whatever.
I want to maybe do one with him next week because I don't know, maybe rip on him a little.
No, you guys just get together and rip on me, but that's okay.
Actually, this is true, which is the reason I hear your stomach growling. You're hungry.
I'm hungry.
Even that coffee. Have another. Guys, thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back tomorrow here at 9 a.m., around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us. And always... I love this so much. Honestly, this is probably my favorite part of the day is coming in here because after this, it's like, crazy madness. I don't know. One of these times we should do a stream where we just have the chat hanging out with us while we're working.
They can't, no.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, because it's already started this morning. Like today's going to be a long day. I can tell you that.
I know. I want to try some things though. I want you guys to like kind of be with us in certain situations while we're maybe dealing with stuff. I think it could be helpful. I don't know what the idea is, but I want to do more. I always want to do more. More. We'll figure out what that is. And also, again, we're going to get the emotes, sub badges, subscription, all that stuff. We're going to get rolling once we have a little bit more conversation with our team and develop it more. And once we do, we'll launch it. The sale is next week on the 27th at 9 p.m. Pacific. We are extremely excited. This is a big one. This is a store-wide, and it's going to be insane. So if you've never tried our product, this is a great time to try our product. This is like one of my favorite sales. This is one of the big three. It's this one, it's Labor Day, and then it's Black Friday. So I hope you guys are just excited as us. We've got all the new products launching as well. Check out our YouTube channel. We've already launched some videos on it. And thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Peace.